Hey people, so I wanted to share a video about something that came in my spirit. So one day this week or last week, I was driving down the street and I began to think about when I was younger. Me, my sister that's a couple of years older than me, and my niece that's close to our age. Sometimes we used to take her outside with us and we'll go to the playground and we'll jump rope and play for a little while. So the thing is, my niece was special needs, so she didn't get out that much. And so my sister would be like, y'all take her outside. She don't get out that much. Let her play for a while. So we would take her out to the playground with us, which wasn't that far from the house. And then we'll be playing for like an hour or two. And then when it got ready and time for us to go home, my niece would act a fool on us. When I say she act a fool on us, she act a fool on us. She performed. And by her being handicapped or, you know, disabled, she had this like superhuman strength. It was two of us, and we literally almost had to drag her back to the building to get her home. But what turned out to be like a 5-minute walk from the house to the playground turned into like 30 minutes getting her back to the building or more sometimes. And I mean, when I say she was pulling and fighting and hitting, and we were like, oh my God. It took literally both of our strength to get her from point A to point B. And eventually, she cried, she acted a fool, because we were ready to go in the house. We were done playing, but she wasn't done playing. Like, she like, hey, I don't get off that often. I'm going to play all I want. And we like, nah, that's enough. Come on, let's go. She wasn't trying to hear it. So I thought about that, and it just popped in my mind. I was laughing because I knew the amount of energy it took for us to get her home, to like break her free of playground. And when I thought about that, I thought about how sometimes we get entangled with different things, or we out here playing with the devil, or we out here playing, period. And we think that at any given time when we ready, we could just leave the playground. Like, okay, I don't want to do that no more. I'm going to just leave that relationship. Or, oh, I don't want to be in sin no more. I'm going to just leave when I get ready. That's what you think. You think that once you're done playing, you're going to just get up and leave when you get ready. But, however, you might be playing, but the enemy is not. So in the beginning, you thought it was a game. He never thought it was a game. He was playing for keeps. And so now that you like, hey, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be in sin. I'm tired of the life I'm living. I'm tired of this situation. I'm tired of this and I'm tired of that. And you want to stop playing. But the enemy want to keep playing. He ain't done. He ain't ready to leave the playground. He don't want you to leave either. He want to keep you in the place that you're in. So when I thought about that, I'm like, wow, God, it's like we're playing and we think that we got all the time in the world to come back to you. Or when we get ready, it's like, that's it. I made a decision. But the Bible said that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But God said, I come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. So why are you in that place or in that position where you think you playing? The devil is basically stealing your time. He's stealing years off your life. You've been going in the same circle repeatedly over and over again. And first you was like, you was 19, 20, you look up, you 32. He done stole so much time from you. He come to kill. Now he might be not killing you physically right away, but he killed you spiritually because you have no relationship with God. You're not in a place that you used to be. You so far from God that you can't hear his voice. So eventually, the things that you're doing in your life, I don't got to tell you what those things are because you already know what it is you're doing that's detrimental to you. So I don't have to point them out to you. You know what it is. So slowly you're killing yourself physically as well as spiritually because you have cut off your relationship with God. So that's the death right there. And in the process of you playing and he doing that, he just letting you destroy yourself. So that's his whole plan. His plan is to never let you get out that playground. His plan is to never let you get set free. His plan is for you to never be delivered. His plan for you is for you to never walk in the purpose that God intended for you to walk. You have so much more to give and so much more that God has to offer you. But you want to swing, you want to seesaw, you stagnated in this place where you think you're progressing, but you're actually not. So the enemy has you right where he wants you to be. But I will say to you today, you've been in the playground too long. It's time for you to stop playing. It's time for you to make a choice. Make a decision today. Make a decision on who you're going to serve. Make a decision on to break free of those negative people and friends that you got around you. Those that keeping you burdened down, keeping you from moving forth in God. Make a decision to let go of those relationships that you know are not healthy for your life. Make a decision today to let it go.